gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. Wait, that's
so
53.
They'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Malcolm.
Now the leading rusher for the pass last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Wait, 20.
Check, 55, Mike. Blue Dan.
Hey, check it. Ozzy.
Gun, it's Brady.
Let him know.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. Third down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike 5.
No, 66.
It's Brady. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Rivers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Check it, reload.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Let's go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? You go night.
Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and enters, and the ball is knocked out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Baby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I wouldn't say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism, because
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Big boy can run.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's why you fly to the ball.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the 36, Watson dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
18. Woo! 55. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
On second and 11 now. Watson. There goes a deep ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, baby.
Kenny Stills. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get confidence in him, and let him fling another 41. One.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
From midfield, here's Brady. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Good stop, D. Good stop.
Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout.
Hey, Gold 66. New Mike 52, Mike 52. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. 52. Hey, Gold 66.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, keep on, let's get in there.
Throw once more on second and 10. Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
You ain't going nowhere.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
54.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Pick six,
and
baby.
A big
Let's get
turnover
this
there
all
as his
day.
guys will get the football back. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
All day.
Edelman was the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Alert!
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Reset. 19.
58's the Mike. Target.
They'll run for the 1st down with Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. It's a pickup of 3.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mike, 58, right there. Here I come. 58's the Mike, 58.
59.
32, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. 3rd down, turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, you've probably ever seen one really run through it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. They stay on
the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Reset. 19.
Mike 52. It's coming this way. Here we go. Where's 52?
Line up, go.
52 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 5-2 is the mic. Mike's 5-2.
54 is down, he's coming.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Line up, go.
From the gun on third, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon.
All day.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Bandit.
On the way action. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. And it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Let's get it.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alert!
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, wahoo! 72.
Calling now is Brady.
You must be getting tired.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Sugar!
First down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to pull back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal a second. That would have been fun to watch.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Rip!
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
Bravo!
Second down and goal. Brady. Forced out to his left. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Regular!
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
3 down, 3 down.
Alert!
Mike 52.
Wide, 20 hut.
3 buzz.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch.
Hey, Delta.
Pick it up. It's
Easy. Alert!
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to go.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 52. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
31.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
And
Rolling on 2nd down. Watson.
You better be good.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Let's go,
if
baby.
there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
72.
They're looking for the big chunk now. Because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Wide, 80.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady.
Check pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
Check.
Back in the good old days,
At 31.
probably back before you were born,
58, boys,
if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Let's go. 19.
Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
58's the Mike.
59.
58's the Mike. Bandit.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
55.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. 58's the Mike. Switch up. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. You.
59.
58, right over there. Mike,
Now
58,
first
right there.
down throw. Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you, so you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
I'm going to hit you all
Just a yard
day.
on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go for
24.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
I'm coming.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Echo. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Just like that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. The swap, there he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
All day, every day.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No. Check that. We're going Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Rip right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Let's go, boys.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, we got to get this stuff here, D.
Just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
I'm scared.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
In your face.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second and a bundle. Now Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
I'm coming for you, son. 58, boy.
Now it's Watson.
Switch, double.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That pass wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive home section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go, let's go!
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you get the feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got it. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Short. I got one. 54. 51's the Mike, boys. 51. Push him back. Mike 51.
Watson on play action. Pick it up. On the left side, this is Stills. And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots 20.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Miller. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike 51. Come on. Tight end right. 4 down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Out from go. Check towards
And they'll run for it with Miller. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Lamar Miller stopped short of the sticks. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, not over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 17-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Know your job.
Double tight. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
Shadow.
On second down, Michelle.
Run!
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't they? How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
72. Deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually done it 8 times in the last 5 years. But if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground.
Let's go, defense. Get off the field, defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially
no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Mike 41. We've got a wedge.
Hey, exit.
Game situation. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ozzy. It's Brady. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's a safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Too little, Cupcake. Kill.
Try and run forward with Miller.
Undercrush.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
That's where you belong.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out. Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Big hit.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. They come to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Quit talking about it and put it.
Watson's going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good work. I like it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play.
Instead,
there'll be much more yardage against them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Check it, reload!
On first down, Brady.
I got 15. Me.
He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Let's go, D.
Derek Rivers able to record his 5th sack of the season. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to block one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still playing in his 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Right there. Yeah, you don't want none.
Here's Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Edelman set to return. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I'm going to hit you.
J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Wait, that's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, check it.
Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety Justin Reed. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement. But it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys who wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. He might be throwing up his accuracy.
Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Hey, ball 66.
To throw is Brady. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
I got him.
Here's Watson, option left.
Rhino.
That one goes for 24 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
I'm here all day. Check it out, Reed.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Slam.
Alert.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the one. Here's Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.